everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge of Friends. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your quantitative aptitude class, and that is very important because this has been the class is your 46th here, and we had completed your 45 classes in the last coming classes that we had done. So it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. On the same cases, before starting with this, that if I'm going ahead here in the detail about a arithmetical ability in terms of quantitative aptitude, so then we had completed your operations on numbers, LCM and SCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, averages, square roots and cube roots, and then we had started with problems on number. That is the another topic, and hopefully if it is not exceeded more an hour, so yes, we'll surely complete that in this class only. So we'll go ahead further, and that we have to discuss. So we'll talk about it. That is the question we have is your 87th, because 86 questions we had done in the last classes. So 87th question we have here: the difference between a two-digit number and the number obtained by interchange the digit is 36. What is the difference between the sum and the differences that of the digits of the number if the ratio between the digit of the number is 1:2? And this has been asked in your math examination paper, and that is also an important one here. So let's go ahead, and that the options we have 4, 8, 16 and none of these. So let's go ahead for the same. The difference between a two-digit number and the number obtained by interchange the digit 36. What is the difference between the sum and the difference of the digits of a number if the ratio between the digits of a number is 1:2. This has been asked in math examination paper. That is also an important one. The options for this we have here is 4, 8, 16 and none of these, and that even though we have to talk about it, and that is also a very important one, and that, as I told you many times here in the examination paper. So when you are going ahead for the solution, you have to consider about the question, what it states that, and then accordingly you have to answer it out as well, as I told you. So we'll go ahead for the same that about we had talked about it. So the solution for this we talk about that has been given where that is, since the number is greater than the numbers obtained by reversing the digit here, so the tens digit is greater than the units digit, and let the tens digit and unit digit be, let the tens digit is greater than the unit digits, then 10 into 2x plus x minus 10x plus 2x equals to 36, 9x equals to 36, x equals to 4. So require the difference equals to 2x plus x equals to 2x minus x, so minus, that is equals to 2x, because this plus x and this is will be the plus and minus, a minus minus plus x, so that is 2x, and this is plus 2x minus 2x, can cancel it out, so 2x equals, that will be the right answer. We'll put the value of x here, that is x equals to 4, so 2 into 4, that is equals to 8, so we'll get the answer, that is to be the 8 here. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that is the another one here, which is your that is 88 question of the sessions as well. The question is, a number consists of 3 digits whose sum is 10. The middle digit is equals to the sum of the other two, and the number will be increased by 99. And if its digits are reversed, then the number is. This has been asked in your hotel management question paper, and that is also an important one here. The options we have here for the same is 145, 253, 370 and 352 here. We'll go ahead for the same. Let's go ahead. A number consists of 3 digits whose sum is 10. The middle digit is equal to the sum of the other two, and the number will be increased by 99 if its digits are reversed. Then the number is. This has been the question, has been asked in hotel management question paper. The options for the same we have here is that 145, 253, 370 and 352. So we'll go ahead for the solution for the same here, which is let the middle digit be x, then 2x equals to 10 or x equals to 5. So the number is either 253 or 352. Since the number increase on reversing the digit, so the 100 digit is smaller than the unit digit, so hence the required number which we want is your required number equals to 253. Okay, so that will be the right answer for the same here, that even though we have to talk about it, and that is also an important one here. Required number is 253. Now we'll go ahead further, which we'll talk about it, and that is another question that is we have to discuss here, which is your 89th question of the session as well. Let's go ahead for the same. The 89th question of the session is that a 2-digit number becomes 5/6 of its when it digits it reverse, then that the 2 digit differ by 1. The number is, their options we have here, that we have as follows, which is 45, 54, 56 and 65. So that we'll go ahead. And its digits are reversed. the two digit differ by 1. The number is, this is, we have to find out the options. We have 45, 54, 56 and 65, and that even though we have to talk about it, and that is also an important one. So since the number reduces on reversing the digit, so 10th digit is greater than what units digit, so let the unit digit be x. Then 10th digit equals to x plus 1, so 10x plus x plus 1 equals to 5.6. that is, we have your 10x x plus 1 plus x, that is equals to 66x plus 6 equals to 55x plus 50, that we have here. We'll go ahead with 90th question of the sessions here, that even though we have to talk about it, and as I told you, that is also an important one. So on the same cases, we'll go ahead further for that, and then we'll complete that, and after that we'll move ahead and we have to solve it out here. So that is 11x equals to 44. 11 1 is 11, 11 4 is 44. So the answer we'll get is your 4. So required number is 54. That will be the required number here. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and which is also an important one here. And on the same cases, we have to deal with the many more new questions as well. So we'll go ahead with 90th question of the session. We'll go ahead with another one, that, as I told you, 90th question of the session is here. The question here for the session is a number consisting of the two digits here that we have to talk about it, that is the two digit was such that the digit in the tens place is the less by 2, then the digit in the unit place 3 times the number added to 6 by 7 times the number obtained by reversing the digit, that is equals to 108. The sum of the digits in the number is, this option where we have 6, 7, 8, 9, and this has been asked in your SSC examination paper. That is also an important one. We'll go ahead with question. A number consists of two digits such that the digit in the tens place is less by 2 than the digit in the unit place 3 times the number added to 6 by 7 times the number obtained by reversing the digits equals 108. The sum of the digits And the number is, this has been asked in SSC examination paper. The options for this is 6, 7, 8 and 9, and that we have to talk about it, and that is also an important one here. Let's go ahead for the same. Let the unit digit be x, then tens digit equals to x minus 2, then 3, 10x minus 2 plus x plus 6 upon 7, 10x plus x minus 2 equals to 108, 231x minus 420 plus 66x minus 12 equals to 756. Here that is equals to 297x equals to 1188, x equals to 4. So hence the sum of the digit equals to x plus x minus 2, which is equals to 2x minus 2, and that is equals to 6. Now we'll go ahead further, which will talk about the another question here, which is another important question, that is your 91st question of the sessions that we talk about it. The question we have that the digit in the unit place of a number is equal to the digit in the tens place of half of that number, and the digit in the tens place of that number is less than that the digit in the unit place of half of the number by 1. If the sum of the digit of the number is 7, then what is the number? This has been asked in your SBI PO question paper, and that is also an important one here. So the options for the same we have here is that we have to talk about it, which is as follows. The options we have is your 34, 52, 162, data inadequate, and none of these. We'll go ahead. The digit in the unit place of a number is equal to the digit in the tens place of half of that number, and the digit in the tens place of that number is less than the digit in units place of half of the number by 1, if the sum of the digit of a number is 7, then what is the number? This has been asked in your SBI PO examination paper. The options for this 34, 52, 62, data inadequate, and none of these. And for the same we have to talk about it, and we have to find out the solution for this. Let's go ahead for the same. 91th question. Solution. Let the tens digit be x and unit digit be y, then 10x plus y upon 2 equals to 10y plus x plus y, x plus 1. So the equation it makes is 10x plus y equals to 20y plus 2x plus 2, which is equal to 8x minus 19y equals to 2. This is first equation. X plus y equals to 7. This is second equation. So on the same cases, we solve 1 and 2. 1 and 2. We get x equals to 5 and y equals to 2. Hence required number. Hence required number equals to 52. That will be having as an answer here. Now we will be going ahead for the another question that we have to talk about it, which is the another question, that is 92th question of the sessions, and that is also an important one here. The question is, in a 2-digit number, the digit in the unit place is more than the twice the digit in the tens place by 1. If the digit in the unit place and the tens place are interchanged, difference between the newly formed number and the original number is less than that of the original number by 1. And what is the original number? This has been asked in your bank PO question paper, which is also an important one here. We'll go ahead for the same, and that is also important. You have to consider about it. Let's go ahead. In a 2-digit number, the digit in the unit place is more than twice the digit in 10 place by 1 if the digits in the unit place and the 10 place are interchanged, difference between the newly formed number and the original number is less than the original number by 1. What is the original number? That we have to talk about it, and this has been the question has been asked in your bank PO question paper. The options we have 25 through 37, 49, 52 and 73, which we have to talk about it, and that is also an important one here. So on the same cases, we'll go ahead for the solution for the same. Let's go ahead. Let the tens digit be x, then unit digit equals to 2x plus 1. So 10x plus 2x plus 1 minus 10 2x plus 1 plus x minus 10x plus 2x plus 1 equals to 1 here. When further solve it out, it will be 12x plus 1 minus 9x plus 9 equals to 1. That is equals to 3x equals to 9, x equals to 3. So tens digit equals to 3 and units digit equals to 7. So hence the original number we have that is equals to 37 here. Now we will be going ahead for the another one which we will be have to answer it out as well, and that is the another important question here as well, which is your that is 93rd question of the sessions as well. So the question for the same we have a certain number of 2 digit is 3 times the sum of its digit, and if 45 be added to it, the digits are reversed and the number is, this has been asking LIC AAO examination paper. The options for this is 23, 27, 32 and 72. We'll go ahead. A certain number of 2 digit is 3 times the sum of its digit, and if 45 be added to it, the digits are reversed. So the number is, which has been asked here, has been asked in LIC AAO examination paper. The options is 23, 27, 32 and 72 here, and for the same we have to find out as well. Let the tens digit be X and units digit be Y, then 10x plus y equals to 3x plus y, 7x minus 2y equals to 0. So 10x plus y plus 45 equals to 10y plus x, y minus x equals to 5. Solving 1 and 2, we get x equals to 2 and y equals to 7. Required number equals to 27. That we have as an answer, and that even though we have to talk about it. Let's go ahead for the same which we have to find out, and that is also an important one here. So on the same cases we go ahead further, and that is the 94th question of the sessions as well. And as I told you, so the 94th question of the session, before starting with this, it's a huge request as I requested before too, and that is also an important one. You can go ahead with the subscribe button. The question 94th question of the sessions is a two-digit number here that is such that the product of the digits is 8, and when 18 is added to the number, then the digits are reversed and the number is the option that the options for the same we have is 18, 24, 42, 81, and this has been asked in your MBA examination paper, and that is also an important one here. We'll go ahead. A two-digit number is such that the product of the digits is 8 when 18 is added to the number, then the digits are reversed. So the number is, this has been asked in your MBA examination paper. The options for the same is 18, 24, 42 and 81, which we have to talk about it, and that is also an important one here on the same cases. So we will be going ahead in the detail. Let the tens digit, tens and unit digit be x and x upon x, 8 upon x respectively. Then 10x plus 8 upon x, that is plus 18, equals to 10 into 8 upon x plus x. 10x square plus 8 plus 18x equals to 80 plus x square. Then 9x square plus 18x minus 72 equals to 0. X square plus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. Then we'll get x plus 4 and x minus 2 equals to 0. We get x equals to 2. That will be right answer with this question, because x plus 4 है जब वो right hand side जाएगा it will give a negative value and we cannot take a number be negative in the same way. So let's go ahead. So here we get x equals to 2. So tens digit equals to 2 and units digit equals to 4. Hence required number equals to 24, that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, which is the another one, and that is your 95th question of the sessions as well. The questions we have is that the product of two fractions is 14 by 15 and their quotient is 35 by 24. So the greater fraction is, this is we have to talk about it, and that is also an important one here. Let's go ahead for the same. The product of two fractions is 14 by 15 and their quotient is 35 by 24. The greater fraction is, this is being asked in your SSC examination paper. That is also an important one. The options we have 4 by 5, 7 by 6, 7 by 4, 7 by 3. That is also an important one here. So we will be going ahead for the same. Let the two fractions be, let the two fraction be a and b, then ab equals to 14 upon 15. A upon b is equals to 35 upon 24. So ab upon a by b, that is equals to 14 upon 15 into 24 upon 35 equals to b square equals to 16 upon 25, which is b equals to 4 upon 5. Okay, so that we have your AB, so that AB equals to 14 upon 15, A equals to 14 upon 15 into 5 upon 4, and which is 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15, and 2 twos are 4, 2 sevens are 14. Okay, so 7 upon 3 twos are 6, so answer will be 7 upon 6, and where A is greater than B, so greater fraction is 7 by 6 here. That will be the right answer for the same here. Now we'll go ahead for the another one, that is the another question we have to talk about it, which is also an important one here. So we will be going ahead for the same, and that is the another question, that is 96th question of the sessions as well. We'll go ahead for the same. So we'll go ahead for the same. That is another question, the 96th question of the session is here. So the 96th question of the sessions we have here, that in a pair of fraction, a fraction A is twice the fraction B and the product of the two fraction is 2 by 25. What is the value of fraction A? And that has been asked in your bank PO question paper, which is also an important one here. The options for this we have 1 by 5, 1 by 25, 2 by 5 and data inadequate. Let's go ahead for the same. In a pair of fraction A is twice the fraction B and the product of two fraction is 2 by 25. What is the value of fraction? That we have to talk about it, fraction A. This has been asked in your bank PO question paper. That is also an important one here for the same case, and that is options we have 1 by 5, 1 by 25, 2 by 5 and data inadequate. We'll go ahead for the same, for the solution for the same here. We'll go ahead where A equals to 2B, so B equals to 1 upon 2A, so AB equals to that we have. We'll go ahead for the same, and that is we have to talk about it, and on the same cases as I told you, AB equals to 2 upon 25, that is further equals to 2 upon 25, and that is equals to 1 upon 2A square equals to 2 upon 25. So A square is equals to 4 upon 25. A equals to 2 upon 5. So 4 ka square is 2 and 25 ka square is 5. So we'll get the answer here. Now we'll go ahead for this another one. That is the another question here. That is 97th question of the sessions as well, and that we have to talk about it. The question we have as follows is, that is, the sum of the numerator and the denominator of a fraction is 11. If 1 is added to the numerator and 2 is subtracted from the denominator, it becomes 2 by 3. The fraction is, options we have 5 by 6, 6 by 5 and 3 by 8 and 8 by 3. We'll go ahead. The sum of the numerator and denominator of a fraction is 11. If 1 is added to the numerator and 2 is subtracted from the denominator, it becomes 2 by 3. The fraction is, the options we have 5 by 6, 6 by 5, 3 by 8 and 8 by 3. That even though we have to talk about it. So let's go ahead for the same here. Let the fraction be x upon y, then x plus y equals to 11. This is the first equation here. X plus y, x plus 1 upon y minus 2 is equals to 2 upon 3, which is 3. X plus 1 equals to 2y minus 2 is equals to 3x minus 2y equals to 7. This is second equation. Solving 1 and 2, we get x equals to 3 and y equals to 8. So fraction is 3 by 8 that we have as an answer. We'll go ahead for the same, and that is we'll go ahead for another question, and that is also an important one here. That is the 98th question of the sessions here, and that is also an important one for the same. We'll go ahead, and that is we have to talk about it. So the next question we have, the denominator of a fraction is 3 more than the numerator. If the numerator as well as the denominator is increased by 4, the fraction becomes 4 by 5. What will be the original fraction? This has been asked in your SBI PO question paper, and that is also an important one here for the same. Let's go ahead. The denominator of a fraction is 3 more than the numerator if the numerator as well as So here we go ahead for the same, and that we have to talk about it, which is the another question here, and that is 98th question of the sessions that we have discussed about it. So on the same cases with references towards it, the questions we have here is as I told you. So here for the same, that is if the numerator we have, if the numerator as well as denominator is increased by 4, the fraction become 4 by 5. What was the original fraction? This has been asked in SBI PO question paper, that we have to talk about it. So here for the same, the options we have 8 by 11, 5 by 8, 10 by 13 and 7 by 10 that we have to discuss here. So we will be going ahead for the same, and that is to be as follows. Let the numerator be, let us be x, then denominator equals to x plus 3. Now x plus 4 upon x plus 3 plus 4 equals to 4 upon 5. 5x plus 4 equals to 4x plus 7, which is equals to x equals to 8. So the fraction is 8 upon 11 that we have as an answer here. Now we will be going ahead for the another one that we have to talk about it, which is 99th question of the session, and that is also an important one here. So we'll go ahead for the same. So here we go ahead with 99th question of the sessions, as I told you here. So for the same, the question is the difference between the numerator and the denominator of a fraction is 5, and on the same cases that if the 5 is added to its numerator, the fraction is decreased by 1 by 4. Find the value of the fraction here. We'll go ahead. The difference between the numerator and the denominator of a fraction is 5 if 5 is added to its denominator, the fraction is decreased by 1 upon 4. Find the value of the fraction. So this has been asked in your MBA examination paper. The options for the same is 1 by 6, 2 1 by 4, 3 1 by 4, and 6 here. That even though we have to discuss about it. So let's go ahead for the same here, and that is we have the solution for as follows here. Let's go ahead for the let the denominator be bx, then numerator equals to x plus 5. Now x plus 5 upon x minus x plus 5 equals to 5 upon 4. X plus 5 upon x equals to 5 upon 4 plus 1 equals to 9 upon 4, and that is equals to 2 1 by 4. So the fraction is, the fraction is 2 1 by 4. That will be the right answer for the question as well. We'll go ahead for the same, and that is another question here, which is the next question, and that is the 100th question of the sessions as well. The question is that the numerator and the denominator of a fractions are in the ratio 2:3, and if 6 is subtracted from the numerator, the result is a fraction, and that has a value of 2 by 3 of the original fraction, and the numerator of the original fraction is. This has been asked in SSC examination paper, and that is also an important one here. Let's go ahead for the same. Numerator and denominator of a fraction are in the ratio 2:3 if 6 is subtracted from the numerator when 6 is subtracted from the numerator, the result is a fraction that has a value 2/3 of the original fraction. The numerator of the original fraction, we have to find out. The numerator of the original fraction is, we have to talk about it, and this is being asked in SSC examination paper. Options with this we have here is, that is your 6, 18, 27 and 36 here. So let's go ahead for the same, and that is also an important one here. So for the same we'll go ahead, and that is, the solution for this is, let the fraction be 2x upon 3x, then 2x minus 6 upon 3x, which is equals to 2 upon 3 into 2x upon 3x, which is equals to 2x minus 6 upon 3x, which is equals to 4x upon 9x, then 18x square minus 54x equals to 12x square, that is equals 6x square equals to 54x, and that is equals to x equals to 9. So hence numerator of the original fraction, hence numerator of the original fraction equals to 2x, and that is equals to 18. 9 2s are 18. That will be the right answer for this question as well, and that is also an important one. So that's what we have to find out here. Now we will be going ahead for the another question, which is your 101th question of the session, and that we have to talk about it as well. So we'll go ahead. 101th question. The question is, if 1 is added to the denominator of a fraction, the fraction becomes 1/2, and if 1 is added to the numerator of the fraction becomes 1. If the fraction is, we have to talk about it, and that has been asked in your CBI examination paper, and that is also an important one. The options is 1/3, 2/3, 3/4 and 3/2 here. Let's go ahead for the same. If 1 is added to the denominator of a fraction, the fraction becomes 1/2. If 1 is added to the numerator, if 1 is, that we have here for the same, that if 1 is added to the numerator, so here we go ahead for the same, and that is the another, as I told you, we have the question that we have to complete it. So if 1 is added to the numerator of a fraction, the fraction becomes 1. The fraction is, this has been asked in your CBI examination paper, and as I told you, this has been important one as well. So the options we have 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 4 and 3 by 2 as well. So for the same we have to go ahead here, and which is to be as follows. Let the fraction be x and x upon y. Let the fraction be x upon y, then x upon y plus 1 equals to 1 upon 2. 2x minus y equals to 1. This is first equation, and x plus 1 upon y equals to 1, which is equals to x minus y equals to minus 1. That is second equation. So solving 1 and 2, we get x equals to 2, y equals to 3. Hence required fraction equals to 2.3. That will be the right answer for the same here. Now we will be going ahead for the next question that we have to talk about it, which is the another question here, that is we have to talk about here. Let's go ahead first the same, that is your 102th question of the session. So the question is, if the numerator of a fraction is increased by 2 and the denominator is increased by 3, the fraction becomes 7 by 9, and if both the numerator as well as the denominator decrease by 1, the fraction becomes 4 by 5. What is the original fraction here? This has been asked in your SBI PO question paper, and that is also an important one in terms of it, the competition wise as well. So we'll go ahead for the same. The options for this we have 5 by 6, 9 by 11, 13 by 16, 17 by 21. So if the numerator of a fraction is increased by 2 and the denominator is increased by 3, the fraction becomes 7 by 9, and if both the numerator as well as the denominator decreased by 1, the fraction becomes 4 by 5. What is the original fraction? This has been asked in your SBI PO question paper. Options we have 5 by 6, 9 by 11, 13 by 16, 17 by 21. So we'll go ahead for the solution for the same here. So the solution for the same here is, let the fraction be x upon y, then x plus 2 upon y plus 3 equals to 7 upon 9. 9x minus 7 by equals to 3. This is first equation, and x minus 1 upon y minus 1 equals to 4 upon 5. So that is 5x equals to 4y, that is equals to 1. This is the another equation that it makes here. So solving 1 and 2, we get x equals to 5, y equals to 6. So hence the original fraction is, original fraction is 5 by 6 that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead for the another one which we have to talk about it. That is the another one here, and that is the another important one, we can say that, which we have to talk about it, that is important. Let's go ahead with a 102nd question, 103rd question of the sessions here. 103rd question of the session. The question is, when the numerator of a fraction increase by 4, the fraction increase by 2 by 3, the denominator of a fraction is, the denominator of a fraction is. This has been the question here. Options we have 2, 3, 4 and 6, that even though we have to talk about it, let's go ahead for the solution for the same. Let the fraction be x by y, then x plus 4 upon y minus x upon y equals to 2 upon 3. 4 upon y equals to 2 upon 3. That is y equals to 4 into 3 upon 2, and of course 2 ones are 2, 2 2s are 4, so 2 3s are 6. The answer, the denominator will get equals to 6. Now we will be going ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, which is another important and a different question, which is your 104th question of the session that we have to even talk about it. So the question for the same is, 54 is to be divided into two parts such that the sum of the 10 times the first and the 22 times the second is 780. So the bigger part is which we have to find out. The options we have 24, 34, 30 and 22. So let's go ahead for the same. 54 is to be divided into two parts such that the sum of 10 times the first and 22 times the second is 780, the bigger part is. Options is 24, 34, 30 and 32. So we'll go ahead and that we will have to find out. So for the same we have as follows. Let the two parts be, let the two parts be 54 minus x and x, then 54 minus x plus 22x equals to 780, 12x equals to 240, x equals to 20. So bigger part equals to 54 minus x, which is equals to 34. Now we will be going ahead for the another one, that is the another question here, which is also an important one. The question is, that is your 105 question of the session. The question we have is, 243 has been divided into three parts such that half of the first part and 1/3 of the second part and 1/4 of the third part are equal. The larger part is, the options we have 74, 86, 92 and 108. So we'll go ahead for the same. 243 has been divided into three parts such that half of the first part, 1/3 of second part, and 1/4 of third part are equal. The larger part is this is we have to talk about it, and which is also an important one here. So we will be going ahead, and the options we have 74, 85, 92, 108, and that we have to talk about it. So let's go ahead for the same. Let the three parts be A, B and C. Let A by 2 equals to B by 3 equals to C by 4 equals to X. Then A equals to 2X, B equals to 3X and C equals to 4X. So A ratio B ratio C, that is equals to 2 ratio 3 ratio 4. Okay, then largest part equals to 243 into 4 upon 9, which is equals to 108. That will be the right answer for the same here. We'll go ahead for another question, which is your 106th question of the session, and that is we have to find out, and that is also an important one here. So on the same cases we have to go ahead and we have to deal with that. Another question is, the sum of 4 number is 64. If you add 3 to the first number and 3 subtracted from the second number, the third is multiplied by 3 and the fourth is divided by 3, then all the results are equal. What is the difference between the largest and the smallest of the original number? This has been the question is been asked in your SBI PO question paper, and that is also an important one here. So on the same cases we go ahead, and that is important. Let's go ahead for the same. The sum of 4 number, the sum of 4 numbers is 64. If you add 3 to the first number, 3 is subtracted to the second number, the third number is multiplied by 3, and fourth is divided by 3. Then all the results are equal. What is the difference between the largest and the smallest of the original number? This has been asked in SBI PO question paper, and that is also an important one. The options for the same as I told you, 21, 27, 32 cannot be determined, and none of these. So on the same behalf of it we have to find out. Let the 4 numbers be A, B, C and D. Let A plus 3 equals to B minus 3 equals to 3C, and that is equals to D by 3. which is equals to x, क्योंकि सबका आंसर जो आएगा वो आएगा आंसर x here. Okay, so on the same cases then a equals to x minus 3, b equals to x plus 3, c equals to x upon 3, and d equals to 3x. Okay, so a plus b plus c plus d equals to 64. X minus 3 plus x plus 3 plus x upon 3 plus 3x equals to 64, which is equals to 5x plus x upon 3, which is we have 5x upon plus x upon 3 is equals to 64, equals to 16, x equals to 192, and x equals to 2. Thus the numbers are 9, 15, 4 and 36. So the fraction we have required difference equals to 36 minus 4, that is equals to 32. That will be having as an answer here. Now we will be moving ahead and we'll go ahead with another question as well, and that is we have to talk about it, which is also an important one. So we'll go ahead with 107th question of the session, and then we'll surely be ending it up because it will be exceeding more than hour. So we'll go ahead, and the question is the sum of the squares of three numbers is 138, while the sum of their products is that takes the two at a time is 131. Their sum is, that is been asked in the hotel management question paper. So for the same we'll go ahead here, that is also an important one in terms of it. So the question we have is the sum of the squares of three numbers is 138, while the sum of their product of two at a time is 131. Their sum is, this is being asked in hotel management question paper. The options we have is 20, 30, 40 and none of these. So we'll go ahead for the same for the solution for the first, and then we'll find out ending it up here. Let the numbers be A, B and C. Then a square plus b square plus c square equals to 138, and ab plus bc plus ca equals to 131. Okay, like ab plus bc plus ca is equals to 131. So a plus b plus c का square is equals to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus bc plus ca. Put the value, that is 138 plus 2 into 131 equals to 400. So a plus b plus c equals to under root 400, which is equals to 20. So that my answer will get here is your 20 here, and that will be the right answer for this question as well. So in the next coming class we'll start with the next question, which is 108 questions here for the sessions, and for the next coming class as well, that will deal with the next coming class. So here we'll be ending it up, and in the next coming class we'll surely complete that soon. And other than that, quantitative aptitude, if I'm going ahead, so yes, we are dealing with many more question topics. We had completed the software engineering and your that is your the sociology as well. And other than that, if I'm going ahead, yes, we had done your that is your we had started with chemistry, which is we had done your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7 as well. And unit 8 we have to start with it. After unit 9 we'll surely complete the part 1 of the chemistry for the class 12 for the academic and for the competition as well. because we are dealing with NCERT as well. So after that we are dealing with the that is your the reasoning, where we had completed your verbal reasoning, which is your that is general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In the non-verbal reasoning we had started with the series analogy classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, classification of incomplete figure, patterns, embedded figures, and mirror image, water image, and then we had started with another topic, that is figure matrix as well. In terms of quantitative aptitude, we had that has been divided into two sections, which is arithmetical ability and the data interpretation. In arithmetical ability, we had done your operations on numbers, SCF and LCM of numbers, decimal fractions, simplifications, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers that we are dealing with, which is your seventh topic here. In the next coming class, surely we'll be ending it up here. After that, we will do problems on ages, sorts and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on trains, problems on boards and streams, allegations or mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithms, area, volume and surface area, races, games of skills, calendar, clock, stocks and shares, and then permutation and combination, probability to discount, banker discounts, height and distance, odd man out series as well. In data interpretation, we have to cover up your tabulation, bar graphs and pie charts and line graphs as well. So here we'll be ending it up, and it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.